Hello, my name is Nicole Slaubaugh and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am going to show you the fourth of 5 projects that we are doing with fabric. And we are today using the Matchbox die. So I've got a couple of samples here that I'll show you first of what our project's going to end up looking like. This is the little Matchbox box here. We're actually going to wrap the outside with fabric, and on this particular one I have a couple samples here. I did this for a class last week, but also I'm working on projects for a downline meeting. So the stamp set that's here is still a current one that's in the summer mini. It's the You're a Gem. There's quite a few cute little sayings that are on here. And then I have another sample here, and the little saying on here says, "Enjoy the simple things in life." And that stamp set is from the upcoming summer mini. It's called Touch of Kindness, and there's lots of cute little sayings that are in there that you could add to your box, as well as a few cute images as well. So the fabric we're actually going to be using today is from the Current Occasions mini catalog. We're actually using the Springtime Vintage fabric, and we're using the floral pattern here, the third one. And again, this fabric is available until the end of April. So I suggest if you are wanting to get some of it, to get an order placed very quickly. And I'll show you the die that we're using today is the Matchbox die, and you can see it's got all the pieces on here. This is the base, and this is the outer layer that slides, and then there's 3 different tags up here as well. So we'll go ahead and get started. I've got our pieces ready to go here. The base is rose red, and that fits right over here. And that is 6.5 by 5.5. The bigger tag, we also have a rose red tag here, and that piece is 2 by 2 3/4. And then we have a smaller, very vanilla tag that'll fit right here, and that piece is 2 by 1.5. And then our fabric here, I'm going to slide this up just for a second. Our fabric piece here, the size is 6.5 by 5.5, and we also have a piece of very vanilla cardstock that's the same size, so 6.5. 6.5 by 3 is our size for both of our fabric and our cardstock. So we're going to go ahead and take our Anywhere glue stick, and we're going to glue up the back side of this fabric, just like this, and then we're going to go ahead and attach the fabric to the cardstock. We're just going to glue it up here really well. So let's get it to lay right over the top. Alright, perfect. And then again, you can just take your bone folder, and if you didn't look like I got a very good spot here in the corner, we'll just add a little bit more glue. Just want to make sure it's laying nice and flat. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is make sure that the cardstock is face down, because there's score lines there that we want to make sure that we see. And then bring this back down here. Then we'll go ahead and make our sandwich and run it through our Big Shot machine. And I have already done that, so I will show you the pieces that we now have on here. So here's our 2 tags in our base. So what we're going to do, we'll go ahead and fold on the score lines. They're going to be kind of hard to see here on the video, but you can see there's 4 different score lines, and we're going to score right on those and fold them. And I like working with the fabric on here. I just think that it provides a neat texture to the box. So it's just something a little bit different rather than just using cardstock and paper texture. You've got more another element on there. So whenever I work with boxes and I want it to stick really well, I use our sticky strip. So we're going to just cut a piece of that here, and this will adhere our box together. Now I would make sure that, I want to make sure I'm doing it right, okay, that I put it actually on the cardstock, because again, remember, sticky strip is 2-sided, so we want to go ahead and pull this off, and if you put it on the fabric, it tends to not want to pull away very well. So I think it works, I think it works best when you put it on the cardstock. So there we go. So there's our little slide that goes over our box. So that's all ready to go. Let's go ahead and work on our tag next. And I'm going to go ahead and put, I'll do the saying thinking about you. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up with our rose red cardstock on our little tag here. So it just says thinking about you. I've also got our sponge, and again, our sponges are circular, they're round, and I cut them into 4 pieces just so that I get more use out of them. And we're just going to brush the edges of this little tag, and then we'll flip him upside down and we'll adhere some snail on him, and then you can just mount him here in the middle. And then I use our dimensionals actually here. I think they'll work the best too because they're pretty sticky, to actually put this on the outside of the box. Need to get those little guys off. All right. Okay, so then we'll just put them here like that. All right, so we just need to get, so you can see what it looks like. We just need to work on our base. And on here, when it comes out, you can see that we actually have some score lines as well. So you're going to fold on all of those score lines on everything. And when you get, I've got one that I've started here that you can see. This is the great thing about this box, is you don't need any adhesive to actually keep it together. So what I have found, the easiest thing to do is to fold in the 2 sides, and then you're going to fold in the ends, and it will go down like this, and the edges are actually going to keep it together just like that. So it's perfect. You don't need any cardstock anymore, the sticky strip. And we got our 2 pieces here. You're just going to slide them, and there is our perfect little box. So as you can tell, it's just a cute little project, and it's fun to work with the fabric. Again, it gives it a different texture. Hope you enjoyed this quick project, and I'll have one more to post here in just a little bit. Thank you.